Hey everyone, Frank Menard here, and welcome to this week's video. Today we are wrapping up the series of the 17 keys to success. Some people call them the 17 principles to success. Either way, today is number 17, and today's principle is cosmic habit force. Cosmic habit force is the invisible power that shapes your destiny. There is a law of the universe that quietly governs the rhythm of our lives. It operates whether you believe in it or not. It never stops, never sleeps, and never compromises. Napoleon Hill called it cosmic habit force, and it may be the most powerful principle ever revealed. Cosmic habit force is the universal law that makes habits permanent. It's the force that takes repeated thoughts and actions and hardwires them into our behavior. Once a habit is formed, whether positive or negative, this invisible law takes over and locks it into place. Just as gravity pulls objects toward the earth, cosmic habit force pulls your consistent patterns into your permanent identity. Hill described it as the mechanism through which your daily disciplines become your destiny. Here's the key. The law works for or against you. If you build empowering habits like gratitude, focus, persistence, and service, cosmic habit force locks those into your operating system. But if you drift into destructive patterns such as procrastination, fear, anger, or excuse making, it cements those into place too. Whatever you consistently think, speak, and do becomes your reality. Hill emphasized that the greatest use of free will is the choice to develop positive habits that align with your definite purpose. Let's repeat that one. Hill emphasized that the greatest use of free will is the choice to develop positive habits that align with your definite purpose. Once those habits are established, cosmic habit force takes over, and suddenly success becomes more automatic than effortful. Think of it like this. When you first build a new habit, it's kind of like you're swimming upstream. It takes discipline. It feels unnatural. But once that pattern is repeated over time, the current flips and the stream begins to carry you. That's cosmic habit force at work. This principle is behind every great success story. Winners don't just act successfully once. They condition themselves to think, feel, and behave like winners consistently over time. Their character becomes success-oriented. They don't have to force themselves. They're actually pulled forward by habits they no longer have to think about. And the beautiful part, you can install this force in your life today. Start with small disciplines, a morning routine, a daily reading habit, a simple gratitude practice. Over time, these build mental and emotional muscles. Then, cosmic habit force takes over and helps you maintain them, just like it maintains the rising and the setting of the sun. A great real life example is James Clear, building an empire on habit. James Clear, the best-selling author of Atomic Habits, is a living, breathing example of Napoleon Hill's principle of cosmic habit force, though he uses modern terms to describe it. After suffering a serious head injury in high school, Clear had to rebuild his life from the ground up. His physical and mental recovery was slow and painful, but he began developing simple, positive routines, daily practices in writing, training, nutrition, and mindset. These weren't massive, glamorous goals. They were very small, consistent habits done every single day. Over time, those habits became automatic. His health improved, his focus sharpened, and eventually those small disciplines compounded into extraordinary success. He didn't set out to become a world-renowned writer. He simply committed to the habit of writing 2 articles per week, rain or shine. That consistently powered by what Napoleon Hill would call cosmic habit force built momentum. As his content gained traction, he kept showing up week after week, year after year. Those small habits formed a rhythm, a force that carried him forward. Today, James Clear's Automatic Habits has sold over 15 million copies, and his work has helped shape how a generation views the power of personal change. I highly recommend you purchase and read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. It's a wonderful book. What started as a slow personal recovery became a global movement, all built on the principle Hill taught nearly 100 years ago. Nature will not tolerate idleness or disorder. Every habit attracts its own kind. Develop habits you want to live by, and Cosmic Habit Force will take care of the rest. James Clear simply built good habits, repeated them long enough, and let the force of consistently carry them to a level of impact he could never have achieved through motivation alone. Here's a key takeaway from today's video. James Clear did not succeed because of one big break. He succeeded because of hundreds of small decisions, repeated over time until they became identity-based habits. He didn't rely on willpower, he built a system. He didn't chase success, he became the kind of person success is attracted to. That is cosmic habit force in real time. Small actions, locked in through consistency, become automatic drivers of long-term achievement. So here's your challenge this week. Identify one habit that aligns with your definite major purpose, whatever that may be. Commit to it daily for at least 30 days. Be intentional, be consistent, and trust the process. You're not just creating a new behavior, you're activating a cosmic force that will carry you farther than willpower ever will. Remember this, you don't succeed because of one big decision. You succeed because of the small habits you repeat, powered by the most dependable force in the universe. Harness cosmic habit force and watch your life align with purpose. And of course, as with all of our principles, I'll wrap up the video with a poem that is aligned with this principle, cosmic habit force. The law that never sleeps. A thought is born, a spark, a flame. Repeating daily, it earns a name. A single act, done once in stride, becomes a habit deep inside. Each habit built through faith and will shapes unseen patterns time and can't still. The mind, like clay, is soft at start, but hardens strong through practiced art. The universe keeps perfect score. Each cause repeats, then bursts one more. What you repeat, you soon become. For habits beat the loudest drum. The strong grow stronger, the weak complain, but both are bound by the same chain. For cosmic habit force decrees that all must serve their own decrees. So choose your thoughts, your words, your way. Repeat the best of you each day, and soon the force that shapes all men will make you great again and again. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed today's poem. Cosmic Habit Force, a very, very powerful principle within the 17 keys to success. If you create the right habits that are aligned with your definite chief aim, you cannot help but to succeed. I encourage everyone to take an inventory at least once a quarter. So once every 3 months, just take a quick inventory. What have my habits been over the last 90 days? Are they in alignment with what it is that I'm trying to achieve? And if so, great. Keep doing them and enforce them each and every day by actually using each of those habits. But be careful if a negative habit sneaks in, because that one little negative habit could poison all the rest and cause you not to succeed the success that you deserve. right? So take inventory of your habits every 90 days. Make sure that everything's staying in alignment with your definite chief aim, and you will live your best life. So, look, guys, if you enjoyed this, please share it with a friend. If you give me a like, I would really appreciate that as well. And of course, please, if you haven't already, please subscribe as we provide you with a piece of positive input each and every week to help you live your best life. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day now. Bye.